Who doesn't like saving? Today you can buy anything, from your car to your socks online. Some of us just see this big flashy sale sign and go into shopping Hulk mode. From collecting coupons to researching as much as possible to get the best price, we are already trying to save money. But the big box stores are not the only option when it comes to buying things. We're saving more than just a couple of dollars. There's more behind it. When we buy things used, we are also saving our planet. Here are 5 things you should consider buying used instead of new. Pre-owned items are nearly as good as brand new items, sometimes for half the price, and they still do their job. Being frugal or saving money is not that easy, especially in the consumer world we live in. But thankfully, just for about anything you want to buy, there is already the same thing used out there that someone else is selling because it doesn't need it anymore. Saving expert, whoever this is, saying buying new things is most of the time overrated. Gently used items still have a long lifespan and offer great savings. The first one is baby clothes. There's a reason we're saying they grew up so fast. Because they do. It's hard to keep up, especially when it comes to clothing. According to Investopia, parents are spending $720 on the first year of their baby for clothes. I'm not even spending that much for my own clothes in a year. And your baby doesn't need only clothes. There is so much more. Food, healthcare, insurance, and so on. It all will add up. We know you want the best for your child, but you can find quality brand name clothing second hand in many stores. Baby shoes is another example. They grow out so quickly. Does your baby really look that much cuter in the Nike Jordans? Or does it even matter what shoes it's wearing, since it cannot even walk? Trust me, your baby doesn't know the difference between a Jordan and a Van and an Adidas or anything else out there. It's simply a shoe. Second one is books. So do you know the feeling when you see a bookstore, you just have to enter and nearly all the time you want to buy a new book? Well, then you're just like me, but this could break your bank. Books are actually expensive. And trust me, I was surprised when I was shooting this video. There were also used books for a fraction of the price of the new one. Actually, I wanted a book called Ikigai for a long time, and I found this in a store for only $3. There's even the original bill inside. It was bought 2 months ago for $20 and I got it for free. With a simple search on the internet, you can find online stores that are selling used books that actually ship it to your front door. Except for very rare books that you like very much, you will not read them again. So why not buy them used? But money is not the only aspect of buying used books. The US has to cut 20 million trees every year just for books. Yes, you can buy a Kindle and read them digital, but if you like physical books like me, which I explained in this video right here, buying used books is a very good option. So until we stop demanding buying new books, we and the trees will pay the full price. Check out your local second-hand store and get a nice book for a fraction of the cost. The third one is tools. Now, tools are essential. Everyone should have them at home. Just to fix up something, you will need tools. If you're looking for an inexpensive setup to get your home workshop going, I recommend buying used. It can literally save you hundreds of dollars if you buy used instead of new. Tools have such a long lifespan, but with that they're also very expensive. So used items still have a long lifespan left in them, and you can even order non-powered tools directly online without even touching them. Some tools even come with transferable lifetime warranties. And most of the tools are made out of steel. You can literally clean them and refurbish them to use them again. But before you go out and buy anything used, really consider which tools do you actually need. Elevate your needs, know the tools and set your budget, and if possible, test the tools. If you follow these steps, you will lower the risk of buying junk and saving money. Fourth, fitness and sports gear. On New Year's Eve, we all have something in common. We set a goal to work out more and get fit. Finally, get fit. People buy expensive exercise equipment like bikes, treadmills, free weights and so on at the beginning of the year just to get their exercise going. Then, as we know it, life gets in the way and the equipment sits and is not being used. It goes as far as they are eventually selling it, and then for some people the whole process repeats every year. You can find many exercise equipment on websites like Craigslist or even garage sales. And if you're trying out a new sport, it's best not directly to invest all your money into the best equipment possible. When my wife moved here, she wanted to learn how to snowboard. So we actually bought one second-hand. If we would have bought a brand new snowboard, she only goes once and then decides no, it's not for her, we would have wasted all that money. It's even a very good strategy for your kids. If your kids play sports, you don't know how long they stick with it. Maybe they do, but they outgrow it fast. Buying second-hand lets you save you money every time. But actually, if you buy the next size for your kid, you can sell the old size and get some of the money back. Number 5. Music instruments. To be fair, basic instruments like a guitar, keyboard or drums haven't changed that much over time. So if the item is in good condition and working properly, I recommend you buying used. Luckily, it's often possible to find instruments used for sale for a good price. Especially for pianos. Sometimes people put them on websites for free just because they don't want the hassle of moving them. Of course, a used instrument is not the same as a brand new one, but you can always upgrade if it's really a hobby you stick and that makes you happy. So if you're shopping for clothes, instrument, baby clothes or books, you can always find a used, cheaper alternative that not only helps your bank account but also the planet. For instance, it takes 1,800 gallons of water to make a pair of jeans. So if you're new to buying used, I suggest to start small. Just go to your local second-hand store and see what they have to offer. I know there are items we rather buy new, and that's okay. Every item you buy used is a step in the right direction. And at the end, don't forget the most important part. No matter what you buy, make sure you really need it, because buying a used shoe is still worse than buying nothing at all. And speaking of shopping, if you're interested if a robot vacuum is actually worth it, I've been having mine since 3 years or even more. You can check out this video right here. So with that being said, I will see you there. Bye bye.